always believed as a coach that the only way for my team to play fast is if they know all the information by heart. By us having band, we're able to communicate those expectations and getting them the information they need to be successful. And band helps us a ton with that because we're getting clear communication with them. When I became the athletic director, I quickly found out that some of my coaches were using all different kinds of apps and they weren't communicating effectively.
Like a lot of times we had parent meetings, we provided paper documents. You rely on sometimes parents not coming or the kids bringing them home.
Prior to using Band, we used a lot of email communication. Not everyone checks their emails as frequently as they would, say, a text message or an app notification. And so sometimes if you would ask a question, what time is practice today, you wouldn't get a response until 3-4 hours and practice has already ended by then.
And so what we did a few years ago is we streamlined everything and required every coach to have Band. And by doing that, all the communication is going through one source.
I really wish I had Band in my early years. This made life so much easier because I had giant group emails that went out, once or twice a week. I had 35 parents in a text message. I can't do that.
Like since we limited our personal cell phone numbers or emails, it has really cut down on a lot of messaging. If one parent has a question about what's going on in the week, I'm sure 10 others do as well, so now I can post it to the whole group.
Communication has definitely improved since we started using Band because sometimes people hesitate on asking a question, but now people are commenting, the conversation is getting started. Also with getting volunteers, with Band, you make a post and you ask, I really need a volunteer. Once you see other people responding, commenting, I think it helps you want to also be involved because your name is out there.
Some of the big features that Band has, according to CIF, we have to take roll at every practice so we know who's present at that. And I get a notification, here's who's at practice today, who's not at practice today. It's made it really, really easy for me as an athletic director because in about 30 seconds, see every conversation that's going on with coaches and the parents.
We share files, so in the parents' Band, they have the files for any paperwork they might need, our whole game calendar.
Each coach can go in there and schedule out their practices, let the parents know what's coming up. We can schedule a year in advance so if we know that parents can plan ahead.
The great thing is we've had parents go on the sideline and take pictures and now they're sharing it on Band for all the parents together.
I've created a to-do list, created a sign-up sheet for our tournaments. I thought it was cool that I could add how many parents I needed to bring ice chests, tables, and things like that.
So I have some coaches that they only have players in the band, and then some of our parents have started their own bands.
I started my own band because I loved it so much. I made one for our Boosters Club to cut down on text messages. I decided to move to Band to streamline all of our files, photos, everything is in one place.
I think it just helped our communication, whether it's with parents or with players, a lot easier and more streamlined.
If we're really wanting to build this culture, and I have to be part of the driving force where kids feel encouraged and loved and challenged at the same time.
I get to provide something that I didn't have growing up. And that's one to look up to, leadership, and figure that hopefully we'll always steer them in the right direction.
Teach them the accountability and the responsibility and what it feels like to be part of something that turns out to be amazing in the end.
We've been able to put Band to great use in our school because we're all on it together and we all have the same mission. Wins and losses come, but the growth from a sport is an incredible deal.